Professor of Archaeology Hopper, Andrew Wilson, is searching a distant network of caves for missing hippies from the 1970s. From the opening where he discovered the cowboy, Hopper enters the cave system. Hopper discovers an imperceptible wall where the air is quantifiably moist from the outside. The cowboy walks away normally as Hopper enters the cave, and he watches the sunrise and sunset shadows move past him multiple times in a few seconds. When Hopper emerges from the cave, he discovers his dog gone and his Jeep covered in bushes. Nearby, he discovers Taylor and Jackie's car, which appears to have been there for a number of years. Hopper locates Taylor and Jackie by returning to the cave. Since Hopper hasn't returned after a few days, Taylor and Jackie go in search of him with their friend Kara, Cassidy Gifford, who brings along her sister Vives, Olivia Dragosevich, and her friend Furby, Max Wright, leading inside the cave where they follow Hopper's trail to the campsite. Furby decides to remain behind as a backup for the base camp, but they decide to follow it. Jackie attempts to climb back out when Furby does not respond to their radio calls, but the rope frays and she falls, hurting both herself and Taylor.
Fury cut the rope, they believe.
They receive a transmission from inside the cave and follow it while calling for assistance. "Help me" was the message, delivered in a very quiet voice by someone claiming to be Furby. The cave is inside a time distortion, Taylor concludes, where things happen more slowly. Kara has no choice but to free climb out of the cave in order to receive a GPS signal. Outside, there's no signal and the landscape has turned bare. Massive dust storms are occurring, and Kara observes a huge object orbiting the planet. By going back to the cave and comparing the video recordings, Kara was able to confirm Taylor's theory by spending 30 minutes on the surface while she was only gone for a few seconds from their point of view. After re-watching Furby's video, they discover that he was killed by a caveman despite having survived the fall. Kara and Taylor determine that the time difference is significantly greater than they anticipated and that years are flying by in a matter of seconds, indicating that the few hours they have been. A futuristic humanoid spaceman descending via a retractable ladder interrupts Kara as she is about to climb out again for assistance after hearing more howling. Suddenly, a caveman attacks, but the caveman subdues him without using any force. When they escape, they discover an entire tribe of cavemen examining the cowboys and Hopper's parents' lifeless bodies. After being found, Taylor battles the cavemen. After saving the others from the cavemen, the spaceman returns and submerges Taylor in a healing pool of water. After saving the others from the cavemen, the spaceman returns and submerges Taylor in a healing pool of water. The spaceman is fatally wounded after more cavemen attack, but he uses his last breaths to show them various media clips about their disappear. With his long-lost sister and a horde of conquistadors engaged in combat with the cavemen over control of a waterfall at the heart of the cave system, the source of the time distortion, Taylor discovers Hopper hurt in front of another time dilation. Hopper tells Taylor to go save the others because he is also dying and the field is strongest here, making it impossible to save his sister. Before the students can escape the cave with the spaceman's ladder, they are attacked by cavemen. Before Kara can assist her friends, future beings drag her through the portal. From their point of view, she resurfaces through the portal, dressed different. After saving the others from the cavemen, the spaceman returns and submerges Taylor in a healing pool of water. They find Furby, dead with a broken neck, and another entrance to the cave at a different intersection. When they watch his video recordings, they see that, although only an hour or so had passed in the cave, several days had passed from his point of view. He started looking through the hippies' possessions and found that Hopper is looking for his sister, who vanished. Hopper's parents went looking for the Fountain of Youth when the sister became ill. Suddenly, a caveman attacks, but the caveman subdues him without using any force. When they escape, they discover an entire tribe of cavemen examining the cowboys and Hopper's parents' lifeless bodies. After being found, Taylor battles the cavemen, and equipped with devices that resemble ropes that draw her friends through.